Hi guys, I'm going to tell you all about the new features coming to the Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses in this video. It's pretty awesome. Um, but before I get into that, I just wanted to let you know that I don't post all of my videos in Facebook groups and things like that. So in case that is where you found this video, just realize that you are probably missing some of them because I don't want to overwhelm groups with my vids and stuff. So I um some of the Facebook groups that I belong to only want like blindness related material and stuff like that. So um if there's anything else, like a recent video that I did with my friend Laura, you may not have seen because it focused mainly on um, just autumn and memories of autumn and looking at her cool decor. Laura happens to be blind as well, but that wasn't really the main focus of the video. But yeah, so be sure to check that out. And also, uh, the only way to be sure that you will get all of my videos is if you subscribe, like in have all your notifications on, which I think is the default, or you can always go to my channel, Gliding Through Blindness, and see if there's anything new or whatever. But uh, also, my other recent video is the one I did about Be My Eyes on desktop. So a lot of people seemed interested in that. I tend to like to just stress the main features that I think will be most helpful because I do videos, mainly those kind of tutorials and demos and things. I mainly, for the audience, my target audience anyway, is people that are um, don't use technology as much or are older blind seniors or maybe haven't been blind very long and stuff like that. But um, I guess there were still things in there that a lot of people found helpful, which is very cool because it is a great app for the blind that just came out recently, where you can have pictures described. Um, and so, speaking of Be My Eyes, that's one of the first things I wanted to tell you about with the Meta Smart Glasses. That Be My Eyes will soon be on them. Right now, it's still in beta testing, but soon you'll be able to just say, "Hey Meta, call Be My Eyes," or call a volunteer on Be My Eyes. Any time of the day or night, you'll be connected with somebody that will then be able to um, look through the view of your glasses and help you find something or help tell you where you are or read something for you, identify what bills are, or like you name it pretty much. And it's just cool that you will be able to do this hands free, and it'll just be a lot easier than trying to aim your phone. So um, yeah, Mark Zuckerberg announced that last week at the Meta Connect conference, and that there's going to be this partnership between them, and it just took everybody by surprise because um, Meta, which Zuckerberg owns, has kind of been like proprietary with what apps they allow to integrate with them and stuff like that. Um, but that is just really exciting. And there are just several of the things that he announced, like a live translate feature where, say, if you have a uh, cab driver that doesn't speak English, the glasses will tell you in real time what they're saying. It's not all languages yet, but I'm sure they'll be adding more all the time. And like then whatever you say will show up on the MetaView app. So if the driver doesn't have their own pair of glasses, they'll still be able to see your part of the conversation, which I think could have a lot of really useful applications. And also you'll be able to set reminders on the glasses, which is something I've been wanting. next, I hope they'll allow you to set timers and alarms and things like that. But yeah, like another one they briefly mentioned, it sounds like how it's going to work is you'll just be able to tell Meta, like if a person is in a new town or whatever, they'll say, "Hey Meta, tag along," and then the glasses will be able to tell you what you're passing by. Like it'll just be a live video stream, and it will tell you the landmarks and probably give you some interesting historical facts. And it can even like take you on a walking tour of this place that so because it'll like know where you are and what is nearby. And so that's just really cool, and it made me think that soon I'm sure then it won't be hard at all, especially now with this Be My Eyes partnership and whatnot, to incorporate live scene description, which is what another thing the blindness community is really wanting, is where you can have it tell you where a bench is or a door or an elevator or just things that would be particularly useful for a blind person to know without always having to ask the glasses, "Hey Meta, what am I seeing now? Hey Meta, do you see a door?" It will just automatically tell you, or you can say like, "Hey Meta, tell me when I'm coming to a elevator or something," or it will just automatically tell whatever is nearby and specifically focus on those things that like it knows you are interested in or at the moment or that blind people would be interested in. So I'm sure that will all be coming eventually, and that's just very exciting. So the Facebook group that I created in May, shortly after I purchased my glasses, now has over 1,100 people in it already, and I am sure that with all these integrations, it will be growing even more. Um, and so, if you want to are considering a pair of the glasses, or if you have them and you're blind, you can join. Just do a search for blind users of Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses on Facebook, and it's a very active and helpful group. Um, And so you can get most of your questions answered there, and just by looking through all the posts, you'll glean a lot of info. Um, and I appreciate that Llama, which is the LLM that the glasses use. It's open source, and open source meaning that it's uh, free to anyone to use and like integrate into their apps or whatever. Um, and so I really believe in open source. Like there are some, like the one we've all heard of, Chat GPT. Unfortunately, that is not open source. So like you have to pay for a subscription to that, and they keep all their stuff pretty locked down. And OpenAI, which is ironic because it has open right in the name. I mean, at first they were planning to be like nonprofit and uh, more open source, and but they have kind of since now they're a for-profit company and they're pretty much anything but open. um, I recently did a video about their most recent model, the what is it called? They have such confusing names, but um, it's Chat 4.0, I think, GPT. But anyway, um, on my other video, I said more all about it and what it does, because it's just pretty incredible the times we're living in and how fast things are accelerating. But some people are concerned about that company because um, there's just been a lot of things that haven't ever really been fully explained. Like a year ago, the CEO, Sam Altman, was just kind of mysteriously fired. And then a few days later, there's such an uproar that he was reinstated as the CEO. And but since then, many in the company have left, and even the like just recently some key people have left, and if they say like they just want to pursue other endeavors or whatever, which could be the case, because I'm sure they've been in the spotlight a lot too, and probably just don't necessarily want that all the time. And but some of them in the past have hinted at that they're not really happy with the direction they believe the company is going, and people are speculating. It just kind of seems like there might be more greed involved. But this is just all conjecture, and but it just seems like they might be prioritizing success at any cost, and they just want to be first. So yeah, that's just kind of instead of prioritizing safety, they kind of well, I mean, it just kind of remains to be seen. I don't want to say something out of turn, but it will be interesting to look at. Um, but that's why I think we need to take these issues seriously, and why I think open source is the best approach. And Elon Musk has been really an advocate of open source. He actually used to work at OpenAI, um, but he and Sam Altman kind of had their differences and have gone their separate ways since then. But Musk has created Grok, that's his LLM, and in a very short time it has caught up with all the other ones for the most part. And because he has so much data with the Tesla cars and everything that he uses. Um, and so it's just an interesting time. Like Musk also has this event coming up on October 10. 10/10 is an easy way to remember it, and it's going to be like the robo-taxi unveil, and a lot of people now are calling it We Robot, as kind of after the movie I, Robot, and there's several theories as to why they've kind of been calling it that. Just because like Musk has always seen his cars as being a robot, because the self-driving aspect and all that need like neural nets and all that kind of thing that just it's like embodied AI, even though it's not embodied in the way that you would typically think of a robot, but that is essentially what it is. So I'm anxious to hear more about the roadmap for the future and exactly how they envision this robo-taxi working and when they think it might be up and running, because they're getting very close. So, by the way, that was GPT-01 that I was trying to think of earlier, that latest model by OpenAI. But anyway, so yeah, it's crazy times that we're living in, and we don't know a lot of things for certain, but a lot of things we do at least know what we should be preparing for, and just some of the outcomes are kind of there's no way to predict, but and this is I think the most exciting time ever for humans for a lot of reasons. So anyway, with that, I guess I will draw this to a close, but I do want to draw your attention to my most recent videos. One was really popular that I did about Ira, how to use Ira on the glasses. Um, and so check that out. And also a Convos with Kim, with my dear twin sister. We talked all about history and how it can affect our worldview and just our perspective in general. The more you know about it, you can just kind of apply that to um, what you know now about certain things. And like the saying is, history never repeats itself. But I think a lot of parts of it like do inevitably. That's just kind of humanity is human, no matter, there's just no getting away from that. But anyway, it's a really cool conversation, I thought. And next time I talk to her, I'll probably be um, visiting her, so that will be really fun. And because yeah, you can't see both of us for some reason on the screen, and I guess I should have known this, but she was initiating the call, and it was a video call, and I had forgotten to turn on my camera. I guess I just assumed that since it was a video call, um, that it would be video on my side too, but I should have known better because they wouldn't just they would give you that choice to turn on your camera or not. So um her face is the only one you can see, but I think you still know that I'm the one there with her. So and if you um yeah, so just keep that in mind because we do look a lot alike, so that could possibly potentially be confusing, but I don't really think it is. But I'm gonna be doing another tutorial on Android, I think, in the next few days, and I've decided to put my YouTube Live on hold that I told you about in another video because I haven't gotten many questions, and so I might do that in November, where you can ask me anything. And to do that, message me on Patreon. You can ask me as many questions as you would like. Um, and with that, I will draw this to a close for now, and I hope to talk to you again very soon. I think we're back on our schedule here for our video, so talk to you later. Bye for now.